This is a demonstration of the test mode of the Language Learner software. In the test mode, it's possible to select what category you wish to be tested on. We'll just select all here. And what user. The application can maintain the profiles of different users, and it will remember what words each user knows or doesn't know. So we are going to go from English to Spanish, keep the voice off. At the moment the database only has 10 words in it and the user knows no words. So if we take the test, we can see a word is being displayed at the top here. And at the bottom of the screen there is a counter detailing how much time the user has to answer the question. So typing the translation in here, I'll just press return to get an incorrect answer. So you notice that the box flashed red to illustrate the answer wasn't correct, and the test result at the bottom is marked as being incorrect, and the text alternates the English and Spanish word so that the user is aware of what the correct answer was. On getting an answer correct, the box flashes green and is represented by the tick at the bottom. It's also possible to type in special characters which aren't on the British keyboard. So, if I correctly answer this question, and I'll just press return to finish this current test. So the test is complete, and I got 20% of the questions correct. You'll notice that at the moment the words learned is still 0, and that is because the application doesn't deem a word to be learned until it has been answered correctly a certain number of times. This is configurable. I think at the moment it is 3. So if I remember that I got the table correct and take the test once more, so that is La Mesa. That is the test over once more. So if I do the test one more time, again answering the table correctly, that word should be marked as learned. La Mesa. So again, 10% of questions were answered correctly, but now the words learned has been incremented, so I have one word which has been deemed to be learned out of a total of 10 in the database. The program is configurable, so if I just hide the test pane for the time being, we have some, oops, drag that back in, information about me. We have an options menu item. We can manage users. We can add new users in, reset user statistics, or delete existing users. It's possible to view the database. So here the user Ian knows one word in the home category, and there's 5 other words which we still have to learn. The functionality is there to add more categories, rename them or delete them, as well as add words into the categories. It's quite a big form, this one. So the user can add 10 words at a time. The words can be marked as masculine or feminine. You may have noticed that in the learning modes the masculine words were displayed with a blue background and the feminine ones with a pink background, to give the user a visual cue, which hopefully they might be able to help them in remembering the word. Close that form down. It's also possible to configure the voice settings. Now the code tries to automatically allocate an English TTS voice to English here and a Spanish one to Spanish, but if that didn't work, then the user can select their own. It's also possible to configure the timings of the software, to change the frequency which words are displayed in learn mode, and also how long you have to answer a question when you're in test mode. So that concludes the presentation of the Language Learner software. My next task is to expand the database to have more than 10 words, and once I've done so I'll make it downloadable at my website. Thanks very much.